Romario, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, Laudrup, Stoichkov, Maradona, Suarez, Messi, Lamine Yamal. Guys, Lamine Yamal is officially the new number 10 of FC Barcelona, and this is a day we knew was coming. We never we knew it was only going to one player, right? We knew this day was coming, but what does this actually mean for Lamine Yamal? Now, the jersey is heavy, and having to wear that after, I mean, obviously Ansu Fati wore it, but wearing that, everyone's gonna be thinking about Messi. Can you live up to Messi's legacy? Can you live? But guys, look at the names I just named. Lamine Yamal has a long way to surpassing all those guys before he even gets to where Messi is. Romario, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo. Just 3 Brazilians alone. Can he live up to that level of player? Now, the last 2 years, let's just say 2 years. It's really 18 months, but let's say 2 years of Lamine Yamal have been outstanding, incredible. Nothing short of extraordinary, right? And a lot of people say things like, oh, he's playing good for a 16-year-old, 17-year-old. This guy's playing good for a 25-year-old. If he was 25, he would still be the best winger, to me, most talented winger in the world, right? The fact that he hasn't even mastered his finishing, you know, that's really what I feel like he has left, right? His finishing, his creativity, his dribbling. Decision making can obviously improve, but he's still a kid. He still thinks about, you know, things when he shouldn't do it. But in general, this guy's game is so polished already at a young age, right? Let's see how Barcelona kind of utilizes him and kind of manages his minutes and kind of, we don't want another Ansu Fati situation happening, right? We don't want him to burn out. You don't want, and Barcelona has this bad habit of kind of wearing their youth into the ground. Fati, Pedri, Gavi, like they have a bad habit of overutilizing their young superstars, right? So let's see how they kind of manage them. But strictly speaking about Lamine Yamal in that number 10 jersey, right? He's getting it at a great age because he has a long time to kind of make memorable moments in that jersey. And I think he's going to continue to do that. It will be interesting to see how Barcelona kind of play this upcoming season, kind of how the team kind of changes, because we know how strong Hansi Flick's teams are in the first season, but let's see about the second season, right? You don't want to have a bad first season in the 10 kid. But where can Lamine end up in terms of Barcelona 10s, right? In terms of Barcelona 10s, that would mean you'd have to end up as a greater player than Maradona, who is for many people one of the top at least 5 players of all time, right? Along with maybe Pele, Messi, Ronaldo, I don't know, Cruyff, Zidane, whoever you want to put in, Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, whoever you want to put in there. He's one of the top 5 players, at least universally, of all time. Lamine would have to be a top 5 player of all time. Now, let's take Messi and Maradona out of it. Can he be the 3rd best number 10 in Barcelona's history? Probably be, I don't know, you guys, Barcelona fans have to tell me, who is the kind of the 3rd best current number 10 in Barcelona's history? Is it, I know Laudrup is one of the best midfielders of all time, one of the most composed, complete midfielders of all time. I know Rivaldo and Romario are incredible, attacking players, finishers, goal scorers, whatever. Ronaldinho is one of the most skillful players of all time, one of the most entertaining players of all time. Where can Lamine realistically end up? I didn't even mention Stoichkov. I didn't watch him. Obviously, he was in the 90s, but I've heard stories about this guy and how incredible of a player he was. So even Luis Suarez, the OG Luis Suarez, right, from the 50s, even he's an incredible all-time great player. So where can Lamine really end up? I want to know what you guys think. Like, leave in the comments where you actually think he can end up. Grab a list of all the Barcelona 10s in history and see where Lamine could realistically end up in the next 10, 15 years, right? I think even Pep wore the 10 at some point for Barcelona, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if he did anything with it, but I think he wore that jersey at some point in his career. But Lamine, the way he's progressing and the way he's progressed in the last 2 years, it's hard for me to see a world where if he stays fit and just continues a natural progression. I'm not saying anything ridiculous, anything 50 goals, nothing like that. Just stays consistent. Can he actually reach that level? I think he can. I think this is a guy who, at the peak of his powers, can give you 40 to 60 GA every season. It sounds crazy, but I truly believe that. A player with that much dribbling ability, with that much creativity, with that much vision, alone, 10 to 15 assists a season, easily. Just give him the right teammates to do it, and he can do it easily. And then you think about the fact that he's already built a strong right foot at such a young age. One of the things I like about Saka so much is that, yes, he's a left-footed player, but he still has that right foot. Right? Something that someone like Salah didn't develop until late in his career. These guys have it at an early stage. It's only going to help him. Right? Even Messi didn't develop his right foot until maybe his mid to late 20s. So he's already way ahead of the curve. Decision making, way ahead of the curve. Goal scoring, way ahead of the curve. So he's already way ahead of everybody else at this age. Outside of maybe Neymar. Maybe Neymar and Mbappe are the only kind of teams in the recent years that kind of can't live up to what Yamal is doing. But he can do it. I know people talk about his off the pitch stuff and his lifestyle stuff. I don't focus on a player's outside life. I focus on what you do on the pitch. As long as you're producing on the pitch, you can go to all the clubs you want and do whatever you want at whatever. But just produce on the pitch. If he stays focused and doesn't allow anything to distract him, I truly believe this guy can be at least the third best Barcelona number 10 in football history. It sounds crazy, I know. Ronaldinho's there, Romario's there, Rivaldo's there, Laudrup is there. There's just too many names, right? Too many all-time great top 100 players of all time, but he can get there. The accolades already. If you just continue with these accolades every 2-3 years, just slowly stacking up your trophy cabinet with the play style, with kind of the fact that every young football fan, probably my age or below, will have Lamine as their best player. So in arguments, he's always going to be, oh, this is the best player of all time. Right? These new kids, they didn't see prime Messi. They didn't see peak Messi. They didn't see 92 goals in 1 year Messi. Right? So that they don't know who the guy was. Right? They only see Inter Miami Messi. They've never seen Ronaldinho. Obviously, they've never seen any of the guys from the 90s. So all they're going to know is Lamine Yamal is Barcelona's number 10. It's going to help him in arguments as long as he produces and does what he needs to do in that jersey. All the fans are going to kind of be behind him. He just has to produce and continue producing. Like I said, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just continue the natural progression that he's on right now. Continue that, and I strongly believe the trophies will come with it, right? The Barca trophies will come with it. He's going to stack up a lot of trophies. Let's see what happens with Spain, but he already has a trophy with Spain. Even that might be just enough. That one trophy might be enough, but I think obviously Spain, who they are, who they've been in the last 10, 15 years, they'll probably be able to get, or almost 20 years actually, since 2008, they'll be able to get at least one more trophy in Lamine's kind of tenure. And let's see when he's going to get the Spain 10. I don't know who has it right now. Maybe Dani Olmo has it or something. Whoever has it, I think it's time to give that jersey to the guy who should be wearing it, right? So I'm excited to see the 10 on his back. I'm excited to see Cole Palmer with the 10. Musiala with the 10. Hopefully speedy recovery for him. But I'm excited to see exciting 10s back in the game of football. Let me know what you guys think about Lamine Yamal, just as a player in general. Where can he rank all time as Barcelona's number 10? I'll be interested to see what you guys think and kind of who you think he can surpass in his career. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Thank you guys so much for actually the last video I posted on, no, second to last video I posted on Sunday. 1,000 views. Incredible. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the just supporting the channel. That's all I can say. Thank you. I'm so grateful. And I want to put out more content for you guys and just continue to grow this community and talk about football. I love football. I love hearing about football, and I'm enjoying it. So thank you guys so much, and have a blessed day. Peace out.